Labor, labor, let's come together and work with Labor Day. Put your shoulder to the wheel, see how could it be when you help your community. Good morning, my Jamaican viewers, and good morning to my viewers elsewhere in the world. Today is Labor Day in Jamaica, and as you can hear, the community is abuzz with weed whackers, rakes, and all of that. We have a community cleanup project going on, and of course, I have a yard cleanup going on. My sons are already out there on the streets of the community working, and I'll be leaving to join them soon. But before I do that, I wanted to just share a quick haul with you for my garden. Quite honestly though, a lot of my laboring will be in my yard because my yard is overgrown. There's so many leaves and branches strewn about that, I need to clean my yard. So every year, the Forestry Department, I hope you can hear me. I think one of the walkers, it's just outside of my fence, so I hope you can hear me. All right, so guys, I'm so sorry, family, for shouting at you, but that might go on a little bit because it's calmed down a little. So, but all right, so every year the Forestry Department tend to give away trees to plant, ornamental and timber trees. They also sell fruit trees for you to plant on your land, wherever, just to reforest Jamaica, because we know that development is happening in the country, so trees are being cut off and so on and so forth. So I went last week and I got some plants. Now, for every 4, it was 5 advertised, but they changed it to every 4. So for every 4 trees, ornamental trees that you take, you get a fruit tree free. So this is the Jamaican almond tree. We call it almond in Jamaica, but it's a Jamaica almond. They were distributing those as ornamentals. So I got 2 of these. They were giving away the pink poi, but the poi that was finished, and so I got a yellow one. I already have a yellow one growing at home, so I'm gonna give this one to my sister. So that's 3 of the ornamentals. I also got this poor man's orchid. This one, I think it's purple blooming, but I am going to be giving this away because I have one and I don't know. It's growing like water at home. Let me show you the ones I have at home right now. So this is my poor man's orchid. It's so huge. So I have been cutting back, and I'm going to be cutting it back almost the stump and allow it to grow back and then keep it in check. This now is my yellow poi. I really wanted one of the pink ones for my home, but they were out. I've limbed this back. I'm planning to move this. This is at the front of my house. So I'm going to be moving this and putting it elsewhere. Hopefully it doesn't die. Alright, so now back to the other plants that I got. So that would have been the 4th ornamental. And the smart girl I am, I'm so sorry about that. The smart girl that I am, I took an East Indian mango for my free fruit tree. Now in my last video you would have seen that I have a huge Julie tree, but I planted one of these East Indian mangoes before, and the man that used to cut my yard cut it down. So I really need one of these. I'm going to be planting it somewhere to the front of my yard. I also bought 2 June plum tree. I bought 2 June plums, but I gave one to my co-worker, and I bought a star fruits. I'm going back to get another one of the star fruit and dang 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 dang, a mulberry. Hey, this is the star of the show for me. I have wanted a mulberry for so long, guys. I've wanted a mulberry for so long, and I finally got one. It has two suckers. I don't know if they're individual. I put this one in the spot because in the plant bag it wasn't doing too well. And I'm gonna be potting up the ones that I'm keeping for now until I'm ready to put them in the ground. I might do that today. You know, just to give them some room out of the bag. Now, this is not a part of the haul, but I want to share something with you. You know, when you look at videos on YouTube and you do research, it says how good composting is for your plants. And this soil that was broken down, it's really, really good for my strawberry plants. Even for the beans here, because they're so fat and so lush. But I want to show you, this is the third week the plants, I think this is the third week they've been planted here. Coming on to the third Saturday, I think. I can check. But I just want to show you how many runners I have already. So it's 3 plants. So this is the first one. The crown is not buried. It's sending out new leaves. It's sending out suckers. So I have 1 sucker here. I'm thinking of moving them, but I don't want to disturb them because they've settled and they're doing so well. So, sorry, camera out of focus. They're doing so well. So that's 1. And this will become a new plant because you can see it was already, oh, I disturbed that. It was already sending out roots. So that's 1, right? From that same plant, there is 1 sucker right here that's already rooted. And if we trail it to the end, this bed needs some weeding, but if we trail it to the end, it's sending out another plant here. So from that 1 plant, I already have what? 3? Well, the makings of 3. The makings of 4 if you look at what is at the end here. So that's 1 plant. Now the other plant, the second plant, it's also sending up new leaves. This leaf was a baby leaf when I got it, but it's sending up new leaf from the crown. But in addition to that, it sent out 2 suckers already. Let me just shift this one. I'm trying to give them a little direction before, you know, the plants come out fully, so they can, instead of bundling up on each other, they can, I'm holding the camera while I'm doing that. I'm so sorry. I know I was out of focus. Right, so that they can really spread. So this one has 2. And then the third plant, this one, the crown is way on top here. It has sent out a sucker as well, and the sucker is putting on leaves. So far, this one has only sent out 1 sucker. So far, I've gotten how many? 1 from this, 2 from this, that's 3, and 2 trail of suckers from this, but that's already giving me 4 plants. So that is why I decided not to buy any more strawberries, even if I won't get any strawberries this year. I have been thinking of getting some of the everbearing ones from that lady I told you guys about. Honeybee, I think her page on Instagram is called. I was thinking of getting some more. But even if I don't get strawberries this year, I know that this bed is going to be filled with strawberry plants in no time. Anyway, guys, it's time to get back to work. Thank you so much for hanging with me this Labor Day morning.